people may have seen this gentleman in uniform if they have ever had an emergency. To me, this person is a big part of my life. He not only picked my name, but he's 5 years older than me. He also helped me guide me through my life into who I am today. I know him as my brother. Growing up as a childhood, he was born in 1988 at Norfolk General, which is a #1 trauma unit in the area. He grew up playing many sports, starting from flag football to roller hockey to soccer, and then finally the sport that he fell in love with, which was baseball. As a child, he always fantasized being a firefighter, dressing up as a fireman on Halloween, playing with fire trucks. He always loved about firefighting. Like him, I grew up playing sports, soccer. I only played soccer and baseball. Baseball I ended up falling in love with. I played from when I was younger till I graduated high school. Early stages of leadership experience. He was a Boy Scout. He almost made it to Eagle, but he couldn't finish his project. Throughout Boy Scouts, he was a camp counselor, leading activities at week-long events and summer camps. He was also not only a captain on the baseball team, but he was also a coach after he graduated. Growing up, he played his sports his entire life. He attended Granby High School from 2003 to 2007. From 2005 to 2007, he attended Norfolk Vocational School for firefighting. There was one person that taught him early leadership skills as well as a kid throughout baseball. It was someone besides our mom and dad. It was a mutual coach that we both played under, passed away from a heart attack in 2008. I always watched him growing up. I wanted to be just like him, hang out with him, and hang out with his friends. I also attended Norfolk Vocational School for firefighting from 2010 to 2012. Start to his career, he started off becoming an EMT, working as an EMT in Norfolk Vocational School. 2 days after he graduated in 2007, he took his EMT exam on the day of his graduation party for his EMT basic, which he passed. After that, he was furthering his education with EMT while working with the city as an operations officer off of Cecilia Street. He took the fire exam while working with Cecilia Street and missed just by a few points. Later on, they actually were canceling his program, so they swore him and 2 other people in as firefighters, and he went through the next academy in 2011. 7 months later, he passed the academy in 2011 of August, working for the city of Norfolk, to where he's still a firefighter this day at Station 11. He started off at Station 9. We're similar because, like I said, we both grew up playing baseball. We played under the same coach at Granby High School, played at the same leagues. We were both part of championship teams throughout our life, making all-stars and just proceeding through there. After that, we both became coaches, coaching on leagues, wanting to help people. We both have similar aspirations of helping people, him being a firefighter, but me, I'm on the opposite side. I want to become a law enforcement officer and help people that way. In our free time, we both enjoy outdoor activities, shooting guns, camping, fishing, anything outdoors. Most important thing I've learned from him is family comes first, no matter what it is. You always put yourself before family if you can. As you can see, my brother and I have a lot in common. I've always looked up to him for as long as I can remember. He has helped me throughout many not-so-smart decisions in my life. He taught me to just learn and grow from them. I can honestly say without his help along with my parents, I may not be the person I am today. I am still learning and getting advice from him to this day. He is family. Even though we may not see eye to eye, he will still always have my back.
Everyone in life has met a person with quite a few people with unique identities. However, it takes a couple individuals to enlighten us each day. For me, it was my grandfather, who instilled me with plenty of inspiration and direction and guidance. He is a person who stood by me, by my side, and watched me as I molded myself into who I am today. My grandfather is a man who inspires individuals like me to look at things through an alternate perspective. Seeing things from a different angle at times can to comprehend life or thoughts much better. Any individual who knows my grandfather knows of his liberties, his hardworking attitude, humility, and generosity. Okay. He exhibits these qualities over and over through his career with the United States Navy and with his family. Whatever project or event my grandfather was included in, he verified that it was carried out the correct way. He never took the easiest route, and it always ensured others were satisfied. He used to tell me, you will appreciate things in life when you work hard to earn them. He taught me that lesson well. He never gave me a chance to win, but he always taught me to figure out how to lose properly. In the event that he couldn't answer any of my questions, he was fair, yet he would say, why not figure out and let me know as well? He understood me completely just by listening. My grandfather was born in Groveport, Ohio on January 10th, 1949, and was raised by his mother and stepfather. My grandfather was an excellent athlete in school, striving at both basketball and baseball and football. He was scouted by colleges but received a letter in the mail stating that he was drafted into the military during the Vietnam War. The next day, his best friend and him went to enlist in the Navy in hopes that they could stick together. While in the service, my grandfather was on the USS Enterprise when it caught fire and many planes blew up and hundreds of men were injured. Larry was injured and transported to Tripler Army Hospital in Hawaii, where he had his mouth wired shut due to shrapnel hitting him in the face from the explosions. From there, his ordnance switched from loading carriers with bombs to becoming a yeoman, which is basically just somebody who delivers messages. So it changed his life drastically. After the Enterprise fire of January 14th, 1969, Larry married a young lady while being stationed in Guam and adopted her son. Larry was expected to be a father, and when that day came, his wife Glenna died in childbirth, leaving Larry with a newborn child and a 3-year-old boy. Larry fought to juggle work and being a father of 2. He successfully raised both children, and both children grew up to be successful by following his path in the Navy. I myself want to follow his path, and I want to go in the military as well. 3 years ago, my grandfather went to the hospital thinking he had the flu. He nearly died from a heart attack, and he lost half his heart muscle. Larry decided to give up smoking and drinking to live a fuller life and be a part of his future grandkids' life. Larry found out that he was diabetic and learned to cope with his diabetes. He now preaches about eating well and good health. He's now 65 years old and goes to the gym religiously. He has even encouraged all of his friends to go to the gym and has affected many lives around him with his story. Like my grandfather, we're both good athletes in school, and we've had tragedies keeping us from doing things that we love. Larry always speaks well of everybody and tries to look for the good in everybody. He does not judge anyone based on appearance, but for their morals and what they stand for. I myself try to see the well-worth in human beings and always push them to strive to do better. He does not judge anyone based on appearance, but for their morals and what they stand for. My grandfather never had a chance to enroll in college due to the draft, but encourages me to try my best and work hard at it. My grandfather and I have been very close ever since I can remember. We even had similar eating habits. I used to eat what my grandfather ate and drink what my grandfather drank, and I would even take naps when he would nap when I was younger. Just like my grandfather, I prefer to earn everything instead of having it handed to me. It makes me appreciate life and every experience much more. When I was 7, my grandfather took me out to play golf for the first time. Over the years, I developed a deeper passion for golf and never strayed away from the golf course. He would always tell me, shoot straight, don't worry about the distance, keep it in the fairway. and I interpreted that into my own life lesson that there's no shortcuts in life. I found it hard to say that I relate specifically to anyone, but looking back into my grandfather's life, I'm proud to say that I relate to my grandfather as myself try to overcome all hardships one step at a time.